Welcome to Kicking It Local. I am Johnny Kecko, and this podcast is all about focusing and highlighting the football community in South Australia. We have some high quality people right here in South Australia running some of our clubs, running some academies, and they've all got this great experience to share with the community here in South Australia. And today I'm joined by the Technical Director of State League 2 side Vipers FC and also the Director of his own academy, Carrusca Academy. It's Marcelo Carrusca. Thank you so much for joining me.
No worries, thanks for the invitation.
Now, I'm really looking forward to chatting to you because you've had a big career in football, almost 20 years in the game. Now you're involved in the local game in South Australia with Vipers FC and also your own academy.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to chatting about Carrusca Academy and also your time at Vipers. But Firstly, I want to know a little bit about your role because I've spoken to other technical directors and it seems that the role varies from club to club.
Yeah, basically I started like a year ago. I have a conversation with the president, Adelaide, and basically he said to me, we want people like you in the club to help the coaches and help the kids to get better in soccer. And one of the things that ring the bell to me, and I decided to go there because he said to me, you are the experts, you make all the decisions about soccer in our club, so we won't interfere. So once he said that, and I saw good facilities, a small club, always been around since I retired around clubs, and I thought this was a club to start something different, implementing my football philosophy. And yeah, we started the journey 1 year ago, and it's going amazing. I'm very, very happy with the decision I made.
Is there a little bit of paths crossing between Carrusca Academy and Vipers FC a little bit? Yeah. Basically, what I want to do is to create a different pathway for the kids. Yep. So basically, we got kids at the academy that train with us once or twice a week. And after we got Vipers that the kids train two times a week, like every club. So we want the kids, part of my philosophy is that we want the kids to train more, so spend more time on the ball. I think it's the only way they can get better. And there is not many scenarios when the kids can spend time with the ball. So we create these 4 or 5 days a week for the kids that want to get better and want to take the football to the next level. And I think it's working very, very, very well. The connection with the club is fantastic. We got kids from different clubs. Don't have to play for Vipers to be part of my academy, because my objective since I started the academy was to help the kids, sharing the knowledge with them, help us more kids as we can to reach their potential, also to follow the dreams. I was a kid when I was young. I had the same dream. So now I'm trying to help them to get there. And you have got a lot of experience. So for a lot of those kids, it'll be great for them to learn from someone like you. And I want to talk a little bit more about your time at Vipers FC and also Carrusca Academy later in the podcast. But firstly, I want to go back to we could be here for days talking about your career over your time in South America and also your short stints in Europe as well. But I want to talk about when you came to Australia, because this is a podcast about the South Australian football community. But when you first came, you came straight to Adelaide United, played over 100 games, won the grand final with them as well. You had a good career at Adelaide United. Unfortunately, you moved on to other A-League teams as well. Yep. But when you came to Australia, Adelaide was your first club. Did you know much about Australian football before coming here?
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Just when I received the offer from my agent, I called one of my ex-teammates. I played with him in the Argentinian under-20s, Patricio Perez, that he was playing for Gold Coast Mariners. Yep. Back in, 2000, maybe 10 or 8, something like that. And he gave me very good feedback about Australian football, and this is what the only thing I knew before I came here.
Yep. So what was your impression when you came to Australia and play? Was it a bit of a shock to the system with the different style? Because we're not obviously as we're more physical than...
Yeah. Look, I guess playing in different
clubs in Argentina and playing in Europe as well, you see that it's not as professional as it is in other countries.
Yep.
For I don't know, a lot of details that happen during the training sessions on games, because it's another culture. It's a different culture, and when I came here, it was a bit difficult to settle, especially for the first, let's say, 6 months. It was a bit hard to, I don't know, to start 18 earlier, to go. Everything was closed after 6 o'clock. Those kind of things that make your life different. I need to change habits, and at the start you don't understand things that after become a part of your life. So now I remember one story always with Peter Kitty, that he was a very good friend of us, and he was the doctor, the physio at the time. He was telling me, I put the kids at bed at 7, and sometimes I don't see the kids. And I said to him, you are crazy, man. You can't do that. How you cannot see your kids? After you came from work? He said they need to go to bed earlier. They need to go to bed at 7. I said, okay, I don't understand why you do that. So now, after almost 10 years being here, I put the kids at 7, and sometimes I don't see the kids after coming from work. So those type of things that happen, I thought I have when I was here, when I was maybe the first 6 months or 1 year. Here now, I'm another Aussie. I'm doing the same thing, so I create those habits, and I'm very happy to be here.
So the lifestyle over in South America is a lot different, I'm assuming, than here. So
very different. Very different. So kids stay until late, maybe 10, 11. It's a bit different story.
Well, there you go. Well, see, I would love to be living in South America as a kid. Staying up past 10 o'clock would be fantastic. So you played Adelaide United. Your career there, what was it for yourself? What was it like playing for a club like Adelaide United? Because they're the only LA team here in South Australia. So what was it like for you being a part of the that club during that period? Because there was an ups and downs during your time at that club.
Yeah. Look, it was another experience in my life when I decided to come here. We came with my wife to have another experience, to be honest. And after we started loving the club, loving the country, the city, the lifestyle, everything. And in soccer at Adelaide United, we were doing well. I was happy. I was playing. I was with confidence. I didn't have many injuries, so I was happy playing. And also my family was happy as well. At the time, I had my youngest son was 11 months. And was an amazing experience to be part of the club, especially after everything we won with the club for the first time, with the FA Cup, the grand final here in Adelaide as well. I'm very grateful with the club, and be part of the history of the club is amazing.
Fans love you for your period you had at the club, your stint there. And for myself as well, that moment of the grand final was one of my favourites. And the FFA Cup was up there until we won the grand final 2 years later, because that was our first proper trophy that we won. But for you as a player, what did it actually mean? Because we saw what it was like in the club rooms with the press conference when everyone just stormed in. But what was it actually like for you being part of that moment as a player?
Yeah, as a player, having won a lot of trophies, so that was special, because I was part of a very nice group of people, very good people around, since coaching staff, players, medical staff, everyone at the office as well. We have a very good relationship, and I think one of the reasons that why we won it because of that, because we are outside the field where we were very close, and was very nice experience. I was playing. I was one of the captain of the team as well, so it was special for me.
And you talk about that moment. It was a very tight knit team. Then it obviously changed for a little bit, but then now it's good to see you back involved in the club in some way. I love how all the old players are coming back. Are you enjoying being invited back to the club to have a little bit of a involvement?
Yeah, of course. It's been almost 3-4 years that we are doing the school clinics with the club as well, with the academy. We create a partnership that works very well. Been always to the games and do some friendly games as well. We're gonna play one in a couple of weeks against Police Force, I think, again. So get together. It's nice, you know. We always remember that you have good memories at the club, and it's good to get all together sometimes. And yeah, so I think even now that I'm finished, I'm retired, I'm still involved with the club. It's great.
It's good to see, and like other ex-players that have all stayed in Adelaide, a lot of import players come to Australia to play, stay here, become an Australian citizen. We've seen Isaias recently become an Australian.
Yep.
But talking retired players, Marcos Flores, Cassio, and now yourself,
Yep.
All call Adelaide home now and have your own academies and doing your own things here now. What is one of the reasons why you guys, I know the lifestyle, you guys love it, but you've started a family, you've called Adelaide home and started your own academies to help the local community grow in football. What's some of the reasons why you guys decide to stay here?
There is a lot of reasons. One is lifestyle, like you said. I think the main reason for my family is because I can see my kids in the future having more opportunities and grow in a great country, good society, good people around. Everything works perfectly, and if you work hard, you can achieve whatever you want here in Australia. That's why we decide to stay. In terms of the why we set up an academy, I don't know. In my opinion, I did it because since I came here, I didn't see a lot of experienced people or coaches around kids, and I saw that since we started doing some clinics or going to clubs to coach kids and those kind of stuff when we were playing. And yeah, I see an opportunity there for the ex-players. I think we got these responsibilities we can set to share the knowledge with kids. I think is important. And as I said, because there is not many people or ex-players coming from overseas or have a lot of experience, I think it's good for Adelaide to have people like us helping the kids. We don't know everything, of course. I'm very young. I'm learning every day. But with those 16 years playing as a professional, I've been involved in football for my whole life. I think I got enough knowledge to help kids to follow the dreams. And
I want to talk about your academy a little bit later on, because there's a couple more things I want to talk about before that. So when you guys came to Australia, was there ever a feeling like you might call Australia home, or were you just purely coming in for the just to play football?
No, just to play football. Yeah, we came just to play football. As I said, it was just to have a different experience. I've been in Argentina for the last 3 years since I came from Mexico. Was playing there, and I want to change, and that's why we came here. So let's see what happened over there, and we love the city. As I said, we started loving the lifestyle, and we decided to stay. After maybe 3-4 years, we decide to stay, which is a very big decision. Because our family is over there. But yeah, as I said, for my kids' future, I think was the right decision to make.
And you played in the 2003 FIFA World Youth Championships alongside Carlos Tevez.
Yep.
He is a well-known name in football, but you also got to play against him in the A-League All-Stars. I want to bring that up because there's talk of the A-League All-Stars making a comeback, because it copped a lot of criticism when it first started almost over 10 years ago now, and you were a part of both of those against Manchester United and also Juventus with Carlos Tevez. What was it like for you playing for an A-League All-Stars game?
It was great. It was an honor to be part of that team, especially the second time when I was playing in the first 11 with Del Piero. That was amazing. Playing against Juventus in Sydney with a lot of people watching us. I think it was an amazing experience, and playing against players like Carlos Tevez, I know Pogba, people that still playing in a high level. It was nice, was amazing.
I left out a few names out of that because there was Buffon, Pirlo, Pogba, and also Carlos Tevez, many more in that team. And also on your team you had Alessandro Del Piero.
Yeah.
But you scored within the first 10 minutes and got one past Buffon to get the opener for the game.
Yep.
What was that experience like for you scoring that goal?
Yeah, look, it's great. Always you play, you want to do well, and if you score better. So I especially those kind of big games motivate you to play as your highest. And I think I have a really good game that day, and I was lucky to score the goal against Buffon, so I can tell my kids one day.
Yeah, it was a good game because a lot of clubs come to Australia and they don't really bring their full strength squad, but they had
all
stars
of them.
galore. It was good.
Yeah, very tough game. We lost in the last couple of minutes, what 3-2 was. But it was very, very nice game to watch and to play as well.
Yep. Did Carlos Tevez remember you from your youth days as well?
Yeah. We exchanged the shirt after the game. We were talking when the game finished. We spent a couple of years in the youth system in Argentina, playing together, training for the under-20s, qualify, and after for the World Cup. So we got have good memories.
That's cool. And now they're talking about reinventing it and bringing it back potentially this year. What for you as a player? Do you think it's a great concept to have something like that?
Yeah, definitely, it's good. It's good, and it's something else for the fans to get involved and to see. Like for example, now is Manchester United coming. It would be great to create a team and play against them. For example, this big team that come to Australia, so people get more involved, get excited. I have a lot of kids in the academy that I'm telling me they're gonna go to watch the games. So those kind of things bring the game up, and the people start watching more football. That is more support around A-League, which is what we need.
Absolutely, we need more support, and I think it'll be a great thing because having one club like Melbourne Victory play against Manchester United or LA United play Liverpool, only that club's going to watch that game.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas if All Stars, I watched because yourself and also Galekovic were in that in that team, and also some of the best like Del Piero and all that. It was a great time to be an A-League fan, I think, back then as well.
Yeah, it was Jose Gambao as well, the coach, Berisha. We have a lot of good players from every club. Yeah, that is what we bring all the A-League fans together.
And now you played for a long period in Adelaide, in the A-League for Adelaide United. You left Adelaide and went off to a couple of other stints at other clubs in the A-League. But then once you retired, it was a couple of years later, you retired from professional football.
Yep.
And you came to Adelaide and you went to West Adelaide and played 4 games for them in the local competition.
Yep.
What was it like for you being in a professional competition like the A-League and then stepping down and playing in a league like the NPL?
Yeah, it was different. It was very, very different comparing with A-League. So one of the reasons I didn't play much and I played only 4 games because of the lack of professionalism, I guess. And I went there because West Adelaide was doing the new facilities, and I was setting up my academy there. I was my thought when I came back, and after 2 years, I started my academy 2 years before that. So I was thinking to build my academy. Those facilities would be amazing. And after I saw still the facilities are not finished after 3-4 years. So that's one of the reasons I decided to stop and focus only in my business. It was the academy, and focus only in the kids because at the same time I was doing both things and wasn't enjoying the football. So it was as always, make a decision to finish and don't play anymore is difficult, but I think it was the right thing to do.
Do you think if you had chosen another club or a different league in Australia, would you have continued on, or is it?
Never know. It's difficult to say that. But yeah, when you enjoy playing football, it's different. You have a different mindset. When you're not enjoying anymore, everything changed. So I was about to finish anyway. When I didn't have the opportunity to get a contract in A-League, I started to think about retire. I say, okay, let's play one more year and see what happened. And yeah, after 2 months, I made a decision, which I think was okay, because I started focusing my academy at the time, and you know how difficult it is to establish and grow a business. So I think it was a good decision.
It was a good decision for the future of the game as well, because as you said, there's a lot of academies in Australia, but there's not as many as with as much experience as you have around the world. Not just here, you learnt here, or you're just from Australia, but it's great to have that experience from South America style of football, the European style that everyone has played over there, now establishing their own academies here. So it's good to have that input now and changing the way of the kids learn. So for yourself now being involved in the academy, was it always something you were aspiring to do?
Yeah, always when I was playing, I was trying to help the younger of the team, because I grew up that way. I grew up when I started playing professional, I was 17, 18 years old, and a lot of all the players helped me a lot in my career. And when I was playing, I was doing the same thing with the young group. And when I retire, I decided to do that because I told you before, I saw an opportunity there for me to share the experience with the kids, and the kids to learn a little bit more. I don't know. As I said before, I don't know everything, but I have a lot of experience, and my idea was to share that with the young kids, and I think we are doing really well.
And Carrusca Academy, what kind of experiences do you offer at Carrusca Academy?
Yeah, so basically we had different programs. We got the development program, which is the one that everybody can come for every ability. And after we had a high performance program that I created this year, and it's for players I picked and I choose from trials, or kids that come to the junior development program. They have a bit more high skill level, let's say, because I believe when we put players with similar abilities together, the development is much better. So that's why I create that and have those options. And as I said, being at Vipers as well, create that philosophy within a club is important. And basically what we are trying to do is the kids in development program that love the game and spend time with the ball, and put the kids in game situations, which is very important, so they can decide, make good decisions on the field, and stay all the time in a game situation, let's say. Also, we are focusing the technical part of the game, and being technical player, always we focus on those small details. And what I believe part of the philosophy that we have, that the kids need to learn the fundamentals the good way and the right technique from a young age, because when you get older, to change a habit is very, very difficult. So from young age, we teach the kids how the technique should be in a fun environment, because for us, if the kids don't have fun, the kids don't enjoy the session, don't make sense to run an academy. So in a fun environment, we have different programs, and we try to help the kids in different ways. And also we want the kids to have experience overseas, to go and compete, those kind of trips that you remember for your whole life after. To create this experience would be great. And basically for us, it's not only football. I haven't learned only about soccer, only the game. For us, the main thing is to the kids learn life skills,
this to be respectful, to be on time, to be committed with something, to eat healthy food. All those things that you learn through football for us are the main thing.
And you say they learn through game time is the best way to learn. Is that why you're one of the academies that are involved in the academy competition?
Yep.
With Cassio's academy. I think Flores was a part of the first one as well.
Yep.
So you is that something you guys wanted to establish? So it wasn't just kids learning drills and stuff like that on a couple of nights a week, but also give them that opportunity to play as well.
Yeah, exactly. Because in every part of the world, we train for 1 year, the whole year. You have maybe a couple of months off, but you train. I've been training like that since I was a very young kid. And here we train only until September. The league is finishing September for the juniors and the mini roos. So I want to create that. I don't know. What I experienced when I was young. I want the kids to have the same experience, and I think this competition is very good for kids. Of course, not everybody can do that, but with competition, you create a winning mentality. You see how the kids react when they lose games, when they win games. We need to teach a kid to be humble, to deal with emotions, to understand about frustration, setbacks, how to manage those things. I think it's great, and we did it this year as well. The pre-season tournament that was very, very good for everyone. For the kids, it's a good learning experience for the coaches as well. So I think, as I said before when we started the interview, as more the kids get involved with the ball, better for us. This is a tournament, it's a training, it's just games with the club. I don't care for which club the kids play. I want them to get time on the ball. This is the only way they will learn.
Some parents, with putting their kids into an academy, or you say you don't care what club they play for, but do you think they should, if they can only afford one, will it be to put them into a club or an academy? What is the better option to start them out into the world of football?
Look, everyone has different opinions.
Yeah.
It's like everything. If you come to academies, we are professionals. We've been around the game. All my coaches have accreditation. I create the philosophy of the academy, and I don't know. I know what we can offer, and also I know what clubs can offer. That's why I saw different clubs doing things I wasn't agree with, and I went to one club to try to do my own thing, and I think it's working very well. But everyone is trying to do the best in the clubs. There is people that don't know much about the game and making wrong decisions, and there's people that know and doing good things. So like everything, there is clubs that are doing well, there is club not so well, but everyone in football has different opinions. As I said, my way of play or my philosophy is not the only one, or the one that is gonna be the kids are gonna be superstars. It's my idea, it's my philosophy that I create for my 16-year experience, and could be one more. Everybody has different opinions, so the parents need to decide depending what they believe is important for their kids. For my kids, I have my kids also in my academy, and we teach the kids not just to play football, more life skills. And I think this is what we need to be doing in every single club. But as I said, everyone is different.
It's good that you're linking it up with Vipers FC. A little bit about your time there quickly before we let you go as well. The Vipers FC, what's it like being involved now in a club, a State League 2 club, in the seniors and all in that department now, not just looking after the next generation?
It takes a lot of time.
Yep.
It's tiring, but it's nice. It's amazing. It's an experience that I want to start, and I did 1 year ago, trying to help the seniors with the first team. We got match Ibrahim, which is a coach, first team coach, which is an amazing coach, and is helping the team, the club, especially with the seniors, and also he's involved with the juniors as well, helping the 13, 15s and 18s. And after, my role is to help the kids and more to coach the coaches. I think this is what we need to do a bit more in every single club, coach the coaches, because as we know, there is a lot of parents that didn't play or don't have the experience. So as an experienced coach, we need to coach them, help them to understand how to teach the kids how to there is someone said to me one day, first you need to connect and after you need to correct. And this is what we need to do. Connect with the kids, have a good relationship with them, enjoy the game with them, and after start coaching them and helping them in a football wise. So as I said, I can talk about what we are doing at Vipers, what we are doing at the academy. I'm very happy with the process. As I say, it's a lot of hard work, but when you see the kids learning and we see the smile of the kids' face, it's worthwhile. So,
and Vipers FC have the largest followers on Facebook out of all of the clubs in the NPL, State League 1, State League 2. So have you noticed the support from the fans, of players, the volunteers at the club when you've entered the club over a year ago?
Yes. Look, we are growing. Takes time to grow a club. I think since I started last year, it's been a good journey. There's a lot of kids come to the club, a lot of new families as well. I don't follow much social media, to be honest, but I like to see the parents, to talk with them, to see the families and get feedbacks from parents as well is important. Like in everything, you need to see how the parents are. If the parents are happy, the kids are happy, you are doing a good job. If parents are complaining and the kids are not happy, they are not enjoying it, you need to change things. But so far the parents are very happy at the club, so it looks like we are doing a good job. So we need to keep growing, as I said, bring more people to the club, and bring in a lot of players from Adelaide United, current players that now came to talk with the kids every week, which is fantastic. And I see ex-players also get involved in juniors at different clubs, and this is what we need to achieve here in South Australia, trying the soccer players or the player that play now, the one that finish, get involved, because I believe is a good way to keep helping the new generation.
I've noticed that a lot more players since your generation of leaving LA United and the A-League have started to get more involved in local clubs. Was that a thing? Did you notice there was as many doing it back when you were playing as to now?
It's difficult to say. When you're playing, you are focusing playing.
Yeah.
You don't. I don't remember. There were a lot of players. I don't think so, because since I retired I saw more players, but I don't know exactly, to be honest. But like you mentioned before, Casio, Marcos, Flores, Juj Galekovic now is also involved in a club. I think there is a lot of people now more involved. I think they see exactly where I see in every club that they need our help, and I think we should be doing that. Everyone is different, When you finish, you can do whatever you want, but as more people we have with knowledge and experience, better for the kids. So that's why we're here.
And do you think, just lastly before I let you go, the connection between the local game and LA United, do you think it's a lot closer now than where it was? Because we got most recently Damien Murray from FK Beograd is now the assistant coach for LA United, whilst still being the head coach of FK Beograd. Do you see that connection a bit closer than what it was, say, 10 years ago?
Yeah, could be. I think there is a lot of more players, young players, which is fantastic. They're having a lot of opportunities. This is amazing for South Australia. And yeah, those kind of coaches coming to Adelaide United as well, getting involved there, is great. I don't know, comparing with 10 years ago, but I can see more opportunity for young kids, which is for me, well, my dreams is just start coaching. I want to see more kids in the first team at Adelaide United. So it's a long process, it's a long journey, but if you love it and you help the kids the right way, I think we can keep developing a lot of good players.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for that. I really appreciate your insight into the local game, your time at Vipers, and also your Carrusca Academy as well. So thank you for that. And also, before I let you go, I've got to do the kicking it questions. There's a couple of questions I ask all my guests every time I talk to them. It's going to be a bit hard because you've probably already done. There's normally a hypothetical answer, but a question. But you've already done. I reckon you've done most of these already. So who would you like to kick a football with on the park? Anyone in the world? You've already kicked it with Alessandro Del Piero, Carlos Tevez.
Player.
Yep, anyone in the world. There's surely a couple that you probably haven't been able to.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's a good question. Mbappe, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, he's a very, very good player. Very talented. He's young, but could be one.
You never know. Still time for him to come back to Australia and maybe come in for the lifestyle change as well. And the last one is, who would you kick it with? So like relax with on a Saturday night and watch some football. Anyone. So someone locally and then someone international.
Locally?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say Bruno Fornaroli.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, he'll be good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. We played together. He's a friend of mine, so let's say him. And Messi.
And Messi. That'd be good.
That would be great.
Good joy.
Yep.
Or trio, is that? Sorry. Yeah.
Have a barbecue, Argentinian barbecue together. It would be good.
Nice. I'm going to have to jump in on that one, and if that's the case, gotta love a good Argentine barbecue. So thank you so much for joining me, Carrusca. I really appreciate your time, taking your time out of your busy schedule.
No worries.
And hopefully anyone listening out there will want to get involved in football or get their kids involved in football can come and see you at Carrusca Academy and get their kids involved there, and also at Vipers FC.
Yep, definitely. Thank you very much for your time.
That was the Technical Director of Vipers FC and also the Director of Carrusca Academy, Marcelo Carrusca. Make sure you subscribe to Kicking It Local wherever you get your podcasts so you can get a taste of the SA football community. Plus, follow at Kicking It Local SA on Instagram and Twitter so you don't miss any of the action. See you soon!